everyone, welcome back to another YouTube video, and today I'm going to be doing something different. Today I'm going to be talking about Wattpad stories, but they're going to be horror stories, and this whole month is going to be dedicated to horror stories / supernatural, all that kind of stuff. So let's get started on the first book. So this book is really crazy, y'all. This book is completed. Well, actually, it's not completed. This book is still ongoing. It is crazy so far. I'm on chapter 16. I am not done with this story. So it's called My Psycho Friend, and it has 817k reads and 30.2k votes and 32 parts. And it's by FilaReaper. Let me read the description. Jasmine's life is turned upside down when her supposed friend Alex comes back into her life. Everyone she knows will be in danger if she doesn't do as he says. But what happens when she uncovers a little more than just Alex's hobby to hurt, maybe even kill? She'll do her best to uncover the truth while keeping Alex entertained with her friendship. So this book is literally crazy so far. It kind of seems like they are going to date. I don't know, but the title is called My Psycho Friend, so I don't think they're going to be dating. Basically, the guy, his name is Alex, and the girl's name is Jasmine. So Alex, this took place like 8 years ago. Alex broke into her house and killed her babysitter and was gonna kill her, but then they made like a friendship bond. He said, "Oh, will we still be friends?" And Jasmine said yes. She forgot about Alex, like it was like a fever dream. She forgot. So it's 8 years later. She's now 18. He shows up at school. She's like, "Wow, who is this hot guy?" Like, I mean, how to describe him? He sounded like he was kind of hot, you know what I mean? So he came into school. Jasmine was like, "Oh, who is that guy? He has blue eyes, and I think his hair was brownish color, brownish. I don't know." He came into the school, whatever. Then he broke into her house. I don't know how he did that, but he did. And then he was like, "Oh, you don't remember me? Like you promised we were friends." And she was like, "We were never friends." She didn't even know this guy. She was like, "I don't know who you are. We were never friends. I don't know who you are." And then that's when he brought up the whole thing about the babysitter, and "You promised me we were friends." And it clicked for her. So now she kind of got freaked out. So far, guys, it's going good. I don't know. I feel like, for me, I'm just predicting. I don't know if it's gonna happen. I feel like there's gonna be kind of a love triangle between her boyfriend Adam and Alex, her friend. I think there's gonna be like a whole love triangle. I don't know. I'm not even done with this book, so I have no idea. But please read this book because it will have you on your toes for real. It seems kind of sweet too, but then you think about it and you're like, bro, Alex killed her babysitter, and Jasmine's babysitter was like there for her. Like, she was the best babysitter. And I'm just thinking, like, he's a psycho. Like, he's really a psycho. The things he does in the book, you'll like question like, why? This book is good. That's why it has 817k reads. Like, read this book because it's good. It's still ongoing. And when did they update it? August 25th. Dang, it's been a while. Girl, when you gonna update? I need an update. I need an update because it's taking a long time. But you guys, it will have you on your toes. It seems kind of cute, but probably towards the end it's gonna get a little crazy. He's gonna start killing people because Jasmine is probably gonna make him mad, or the other way around. I don't know. It's probably gonna be some betrayal in there. But I'm telling y'all right now, I'm glad I'm reading this book right now because it's good. So read My Psycho Friend. You won't regret it. The next book we have, oh my gosh, this book literally nuts. This book will want to make you think, like, why would I want to be partners with this hot guy? Because you never know. He might be a psychopath. Just saying. Okay. So, this book is called Taken, and it is complete. And it has 232k reads and 7.42k votes and 18 parts. And this book is complete. It's kind of a short book too. And it's by XxreadabookXx. Okay, I mean that's cool. Okay, let me read the description. I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit about this story. Brian is a girl that would definitely prefer to be in the shadows rather than the spotlight. In a class assignment, she is partnered with a hot jock and gets an opportunity to go back to his place. Was it a mistake? When I tell y'all it was a whole mistake, it was a whole mistake. Basically, Byron gets partnered with, what is his name? Adam. So Byron gets partnered up with Adam. And he was like, oh, you can come to my house. And he's a jock on the football team. He's hot. Why would he ask her, like, oh, come to my house? So they're walking to his house, but like where the house is located, it would not seem like nobody lived there at all. There was weeds up like on the stairs. The trees were like kind of blocking the doorway a little bit. The house was kind of hidden, so like nobody would like think nobody like really lives there. It seemed like it was abandoned, and it was abandoned. She didn't think nothing of it. I was like, girl, why would you, like, I mean, not to judge or anything, like a house is a house, whatever, like, you know, some people may not have money or whatever. But when I tell y'all this house, how they described the house, I was like, okay. It was boarded up. I was like, okay, well, somebody did not live there. I would like, is this your real house? Because I would ask. And Byron literally got, like, she had a feeling like something was wrong. Your gut is telling you to not go, not do something. She still went in this man's house. It wasn't even his house. She went in this abandoned house. So he takes her in the house, and she's looking around, and she's like, and it doesn't look like somebody lives here. Like, it was spider webs everywhere. The chairs were all rusted. Like, the whole house looked like it was gonna fall apart. So he basically keeps her in the house, and I guess somebody reported and saw like Adam bringing a girl into the house, and so that's when they broke into the house and then they found her. Literally, guys, he didn't like just keep her in the house locked up. He was literally like, he had tools and everything. He was slicing her up, not like real deep to the point where you can see her stomach, but slicing her stomach to the point like, slicing her body to the point like you can see the blood like just coming out. Like, she's not dead yet though, y'all. She's not dead. She didn't die. Even though he was still slicing her up, she's not dead. He was feeding her scraps of food. It was just crazy, but you won't believe why he did that. I'm not gonna that's all I'm gonna tell y'all. You won't believe why he did that to her. All the things, why he was slicing her up, keeping her in the cage, feeding her scraps. Bro, it's a whole plot twist. I'm telling y'all, it's a whole plot twist. I don't want to give y'all any more details. That's it for that story. It's a short story for a reason. It doesn't need to go further than that. He's crazy. I literally thought he was gonna bring her to the house, and it was gonna be all sweet, you know. But then next thing you know, he freaking cuts her up and throws her in the cage. I was like, okay, what kind of book is this? Read this book, because I'm telling y'all, it's a plot twist. You would not regret it. Read Taken, please. Read Taken. This book, when I tell y'all, this book is mind-blowing. I don't even know how to describe it, because this book was like, even though this book only has 13 parts, it has 13 parts for a reason, and I'm glad it was a short story, because this book didn't need to go farther than it needed to either. This book is called The Elevator, and it is a horror story, and it has 339k reads and 13 parts. And it's by I'm probably gonna say this name. I'm sorry, person who wrote this book. I don't know. Can't pronounce your name right. Sorry. It is complete. So let me read this little short description for y'all. Laura is trapped in an elevator. She has been there for as long as she can remember. The elevator is going down. She doesn't think she's alone. That's literally it, y'all. That's literally it. So Laura, I'm just gonna give y'all a little like sneak peek of it, you know, not too much. So Laura, basically, there's a story, as you know, the title says. Laura's in the elevator, and she wakes up in the elevator, and she's wondering why she's in the elevator, and it just keeps descending down. It keeps descending. She's like, how did I get here? How did I get here? Like, this is a dream. How did I get here? This is a dream. This is not real. And she just like breathed. Like, she was going through a panic attack, panic mode. She was like, oh my God, let me just breathe. Let me just breathe. Okay. There's a mirror in the elevator. She looks at herself. It's not really her. Herself is looking at her. And herself is like smiling, you know, like a sinister smile. And she's like, oh no, this is not me. This is not me. So every time she looks at the mirror, something is like reflecting. It's like some evil. I don't know. It's creepy, y'all. It's creepy. This book was a whole plot twist, especially at the end. It will have you question. Don't do what they did. I'm not gonna tell you, but don't do what they did, because you'll end up just like them. You'll end up just like them in the elevator, descending down to who knows where. So read The Elevator horror story. It's a good little short book. It was good. It was good. Last but not least, this book is a Stalker book. And it's a Stalker series. I don't know if I'm going to read the second book, because this book was like making me mad a little bit. So this book is called She Belongs to Me, and basically it's a Stalker series, so there's more than one book. And it has 2.87 million reads and 30 parts. And it's by Reading the Insanity 89. And it is complete. Let me read the description for y'all. Emily Hayden is more than enthusiastic about her second year of college. She enrolled in the best classes 1 year closer to getting her teaching degree, and has her two best friends to hang out with every step of the way. Vincent Graves is just glad to be in a new town with new faces. With a less than savory past, he has no interest in getting to know any of his fellow classmates. That is until he lays his eyes on Emily. Immediately taken with the beautiful girl, Vincent finds himself thinking about her day and night until he becomes obsessed. What is it about Emily that fascinates him so well? Vincent is determined to find out, one way or another, even if it means taking her away from everything and everyone she ever loved. And this book is abusive, and it is sad. So Emily, you know, goes to college or whatever. Wait a minute. Emily goes to college, as I read that. She meets Vincent. And I guess they're supposed to work on like a project together in college. So Vincent goes to Emily's house because Emily was like, oh yeah, you can come to my house or whatever, and we work on the project. Girl, when I tell you guys, that was not a good option. That was not a good option at all. He was obsessed, y'all. He was obsessed with her. Basically, like, kidnapped Emily. Like, he kidnapped her in the house because they weren't even doing the project yet. he got dressed before he even went to her house. And, you know, whatever. So then he comes or whatever, and she said, oh, you look nice, whatever. And they were going to have dinner and then do the project or whatever. Vincent was like, oh, I love you. And he literally had a whole confession with her saying how he loved her. And, like, I never stopped thinking about you. And there were a couple times, I think, where he would call and then he didn't answer. And he was trying not to creep her out, but dude, that's creepy. Like, why would you call somebody's number that you like? Whoever, I don't care. That's just weird. And not even say nothing. Like, he would call like multiple times. And Emily's friend Hope would be like, oh, don't answer it, just ignore it. And she kind of had a superstition about Vincent. She was like, I don't trust this guy. Like, he's kind of weird. Like, he's a little weird. He's a little weirdo. She's like, okay, get out of my house. Get out of my house. He's like, no, no, no. He's trying to touch her. Then he knocks her out, bring her to his house. She literally there for like a week. Y'all, she basically, she escaped. Okay, she's there for a while. Like, she could not get out. She couldn't escape because she was in the middle. They were in the middle of nowhere. Like, his house was far away from town. Like, far away. Like, she wouldn't be able to make it to her destination wherever she wanted to go. So she eventually escaped. She goes to the police station. And she tells them, like, I've been kidnapped. This guy kidnapped me. And blah, blah, blah. And let me tell y'all, it's really sad, y'all. He really raped this girl. Like, he said, I can't resist any longer. Like, I need it. He couldn't resist. I was like, this man is psycho. So he literally rapes this girl. Then the cops show up like 2 or 3 days later. And they rescue her. But the second book, he's getting out. She ends up pregnant. She found that out like the last chapter. And she kept the kid, y'all, because the second book is where he gets out of prison and he goes to find Emily and his daughter. Well, I think he's going to find Emily and his daughter, but I think there's a new girl involved that he's like taking interest on. So I don't know if he's gonna I don't know if he's still in love with Emily. So when I tell y'all it's crazy, it's crazy. Like, this could be turned into a movie. Seriously, it could be turned into a movie. This will have you on your toes. That's it. These 4 stories you definitely need to read, especially The Elevator, because that one is a whole plot twist. I'm telling y'all right now, read The Elevator. But anyways, I hope you guys like these books that I have described to you guys all. And let me know in the comment section what book are you guys going to read, or what book is your favorite. Or if you guys have already read it, let me know. Especially My Psycho Friend. Let me know if you guys read that and if it has like a good plot twist to the end, because I'm not done with this book. This book literally has 32 chapters and it's still ongoing. I hope the author updates this story because it's really good. But let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!